Okay, let's get to honing. Put some WD-40 on it. Spray it in the cylinder. Stick it in. And that did not work. Oh, I gotta make this tighter. And this is what you're gonna want to see. You want to see that. Cross hatching, it'll set the rings, give you good compression. It should not look like that. You don't have to do a lot, just that much, and it'll be done. Well, let me finish this off. Alright, let's finish these up. Alright, cross hatching done. That quick. Nice cross hatching. That'll work. Oh, that looks a lot better. These rings will sit really nice. Let's recheck the bore.
Alright, so put the old ones in. See how that works. So does it need to be greased up?
I'll try greasing it. Just in there.
Look at this. So, like there's a gap right here, but there's not one that's like leaning against this. So, we are trying to get that right there to fit. So, slightly feeling out.
Wipe it off and it's good.
Alright, so get rid of any there, a little bit there. So grinded those down. That's where it was hitting.
So what happened, the crank that was in it was too far gone. This is a 460, 429 block. And the crank that was in it was too far gone. And I had an extra crank that came out of RV. It's a 2YA. I'm not sure what this crank is. It's an aftermarket crank. It has no Ford markings on it. So it's probably a Speedway or something like that. But the 2YA doesn't actually fit. It's a slightly bigger crank, heavier duty. Block's the same, except for some milling on these edges here. Right here, that's where it catches, right there. They had these lips. So shave them out. A lot of cleaning and blowing. And then in here, the galley, had to shave that down because of this lip. It rides on that. This one doesn't have it. So that's what we're doing. trying to see if the crank will fit. Complete cleanup of the motor again. The problems with building motors. Yay. I need rear main seal right here. Bam, bam. You see that lip? Now it's tapered higher on this end. That end faces the front. Those assembly lead. Put the rear main seal in. Have it offset on both of them. It helps seal this part. These caps are numbered. Number 1. An arrow facing towards the front of the motor. And I have a mallet. Okay.
So what happened?
We're going to put the KB pistons on. They're press fits. These could be press or full floaty. Depends on your rods. These are press rods. So I got to press them in. Yeah, don't use a press. That's a pain in the ass. You might break the piston. We tried it. We're like, yeah, that. No. You do this. If you had the right press for it, that could actually hold this straight and get that pin in there straight, then I would use a press. So like a Harbor Freight press or any other kind of 20-ton press. Unless you get that piston straight up and down, that pin in there straight, I wouldn't try it. Because you're going to fuck up the rod. So these only go one way. You got to make sure. I put a number on here, 6, right there. That's to face the front of the motor. I got this point to where it faces the front of the motor. Very important. This only takes a couple minutes. Maybe a couple minutes of heating up. I got a couple extra cans. Once it starts to get warm to the touch, like it is now, it should be okay. The stem's starting to get warm. Hopefully that can be, you gotta be quick with this. Alright, 6. Hold it. Oh, there she goes. There she slid in. Just hold it, and then it'll start to grab. That should work out. I think I got that one better. Now right now it's stiff.
That's good for it's hot. Once it cools down, it loosens up.
That's facing the front, that will face the back. That's good. Number 6 is done. Oh, there she goes. Now you can see, wrist pin's in there. probably gonna sit right about there. This is good. And now we grab another one. This is actually easier than a press. Your orientation is really, really important. Use a manual. Now these are KB pistons, so it came with this neat little chart. Big block forward, 460. Front of motor, I'm doing that side first. So orientation with this, we put that back there. We'll set it down like that. And that side there. Grab that, let me grab the other one. Number 7. So that's the front. You got a little 7 on there. That's going to face that way. That would face that way. And when you got it in, front of the motor, looks like the picture. With the relief. That like that, that like that. Doesn't take long at all, maybe a couple minutes. So Phil, this will start to get warm to the touch. So the heat expands the metal. These KB pistons should be full float, where you have to use the wrist pins or press. Mine are pressed. And the way you know it ain't pressed, because that pin will slide through there relatively easily. This one don't, it has to be pressed in. You gotta be quick. Starting to get warm. I'm gonna say right there. You ready? Okay, I grab. Hey, grab. Oh, the 7's backward. No, I'm playing. Oh, that would suck.
Yes, that would.
And she loosened up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll her back. And oh, that's nice. And she'll probably sit right about there. Good enough.
Okay.
Hey,
Alright.
let's do the rest of them.
Alright.
What you doing, dear?
I am putting the rings on. Right now I just got the oil rings on. Now.
These are marked.
Yep.
That makes it a lot easier.
And this one goes.
So that has any specific order that one goes in?
What do you mean? Like
That ring.
this one?
Yeah, what's it?
Well, this one, because of the shape of it, has a little dot on it right here. So it tells you that it's top. So it has to face up. And you want to make sure that all your openings are staggered. Even though eventually they will move, but you don't want them all lined up in a row, because it could actually, what does it do? It could cut a groove into it.
Into the cylinder wall.
So you want to keep them staggered. So this one, oh! What happened here? I'm going to put here on here, facing that way. And then this one, the first one, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that ring doesn't have a specific shape to it, so it could go up either way.
It's a square basically. So, and this one is going to go this way.
Yep.
So they are separate away from each other. Being watched.
Yeah.
Any technical difficulties here.
What's going on, dear?
You're staring at me.
I am staring at you.
So that is not happening. Where's the green at? There we go.
Those almost hang out.
Mm-hmm.
But they squeeze way down to fit. There we go. Yeah, we will. Just get them in the right position. I'd have that one up more that way. That one down that way.
There we go. Now.
Okay.
All right.
We got a couple in already. Look at that. That's top dead center. Ooh-wee. Just a slight clearance. I could measure it. Probably jack clearance on that is probably 20 thousandths. Yeah, we're gonna run 9.7, 9.8 on the compression. All right, let's get this in.
Got this.
You got this?
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Okay. Ready? Oh! That got my finger! Oh, cut it! Oh, look at boo boo! No! Okay, ready? Do you need to turn any? Turn it while it's going down. Alright, dear, what are we doing?
Well, I just went cleaning the oil pan. I'm trying to clean it out real good. And there's little teeny bits of metal all over the place.
Yeah, from that cam. And
Yeah,
lifters.
so, and you can see it here too. Oil got all hot right now.
Yeah. Overheated.
Yeah, so cleaning it off, got all the gasket off, wipe this down, and we're gonna repaint it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it match the pipes. Do that in the flat black, the water pump in the flat black, and the timing cover housing in the forward blue. So this came out good. We painted her. The cam was a pain, or the crankshaft was a pain in the ass. Well, that's a wind intake. Still, that's a high-rise intake. So yeah. Came together. We got a Magnum cam in it. Well, a marine cam. It's a marine Magnum cam, 530 lift, 280 duration. 280. So that's going to give really good horsepower above 2,000. 2,000 to 6,000 is its power range. That'll be perfect for the dirt. And when we're crawling, don't matter, we got low gears to that thing. What you doing?
We need to see what you're gonna make me do next.
Timing cover over here. Oh, we're just painting and putting it all back together. Get her all done.
Okay.
Okay. The motor is built. 40 over.
Bam.
We're putting a wind stealth intake. 770 or 6. We have a 670. We're going to try that first because I know that one works, and I have a 770 that's rebuilt. I might throw that on there. This came out good. Yeah, 450. Yeah, at least 450 horsepower. It'd be in the 400s. 40 over. These are ported and polished. Big intake, big exhaust. This came out good.
Nice.
We're ready to go zoom zoom. A billet distributor from Summit. So that should be good. Yeah, she's ready to roll. Now we just gotta get it back in the truck, put fluid in it. Let it all get sealed up. And we gotta do a break-in. So do a break-in on this motor. You run it until you just start it. And idle it like 1500 until she warms up and shut her down. Let it cool completely down, start her up. Do that one more time. And then shut it down. And then start it up and kick up to 2500 horse or 2500 RPM to 3000. While she's warm, keep it there for a few minutes. Go back to idle, go back up to 3000, go back to idle and shut her down, let her cool down. And then drive it around. And that should break in this motor. Now this is a hydraulic lifter, so you gotta use zinc. And just regular regular oil. You don't want to use synthetic with hydraulic flat tappage.
That's what we read.
SAE 2050.
Boom.
This thing should go. Big Boss 460. Should make this truck go vroom vroom. I was fingers up the build one good. Bam!